Hello, it's June from Paintspotsandpaper. You would, well, first of all, hello, hope you're all okay. We're not too bad here. Now, if you've been following my channel at all, you'll see that I've just finished my Vintage Ladies Fashion Journal. And I've got some ideas of what I want to start next time, but I'm not absolutely certain yet, but I want to do something from start to finish. But in the meantime, I thought I'd just pop in and show you what I'm working on at the moment. I've got 2 or 3 things in my, well, 2 or 3 things, I've got more than 2 or 3 things in my craft room that need finishing. They're journals that I started some time ago before I was ill, and haven't got round to doing any more to them. However, just recently, last couple of days, I've been working on this one, which is an Oriental journal. If you can see that, let's move it up a bit. It's an Oriental journal. It's what do they call it? Accordion journal. And I just thought it'd be nice to finish it off. So I had covered it with the material, and I've got a blue on one side and a red on the other side in the same material. And I have yesterday I put these pictures on. I don't know what else I'm doing to the covers, but I'll have to wait and see. I've done some of it. I put this pocket in the other day. I've got this lovely punch. It's an old EK, I think it's EK Success. Yes, EK Success one. I don't know if you can still get them, but this is brilliant, as you can see, for looking like Japanese fretwork, and also it's brilliant for Art Deco. So, and I don't know if EK Success are still going or if they still make these, but if not, you might be able to pick one up on eBay. So I've been doing some pockets and then putting some coloured paper underneath. This side, which is what I call the blue side, obviously because it's got the blue cover, I haven't done a great deal to at the moment. There's room for writing, but what I want to do is add some more space for writing. There's quite a lot of pages like this that you can write on. There's quite a few like this which I'm using predominantly to put pockets on. And I've put in some of these little porthole pockets, and I've just attached them in with washi tape, but I've glued it in as well with art glitter glue. Now these, if you've ever seen Joey DeFee's videos, I learnt this from watching her videos, and they're lovely little pockets to make, really nice to do. As I say, I've got on this side, on the blue side, I've got a lot of blank pages that I haven't decided what to put on them yet, as you see, and I definitely need more actual writing space. I've got plenty of these little tucks that I've put in, and just little cards that I may put some kind of tab on them at some point. In fact, I probably will, because I like to decorate things up a bit. It's surprising how difficult it is to find Oriental themed materials for crafting. Well, I found it difficult anyway. So what I'm doing is, as with the punch, I'm making it up as I go along, really. Anything that looks as if it could be Oriental, I'm having a go at. The papers, I already had those from years ago from my card making days. As I say, there's another one of those little pockets that I've put in, and that flips over and we're over the, what I call the red side. That, once again, has got the fretwork there, and I've made a few of these. Now, I did do a video on this at the weekend, which I was going to upload, but unfortunately I managed to delete the whole thing. Very stupid, I know, but it just happened. I wasn't very happy because it was quite a good video, even though I say it myself. But I've made these little flip outs and made them look quite oriental, and I've edged them with red ink and just put a little tuck closure there. And I thought that will give us extra writing space as well. And so I've got these little corner tucks, I've got quite a lot of those in. There's another one of those flip outs that I've put in there, and I've put a pocket in there. I may decorate the pocket yet. In fact, I will decorate the pocket. It's no good me saying I may, because I decorate everything. There's another flip out there that I've put in. And another little pocket. Oh, and there's another flip out. I made several of those. I've put a pocket there, but I haven't got anything in it yet. Another one of those little porthole pockets. Another corner tuck, another porthole pocket. Another little pocket with the fretwork on. And I've done a fabric flip here in some nice oriental material. I managed to get oriental material okay on, I think it was probably Amazon, and I've just stamped that, and there's plenty of writing space there. But as you can see, a lot of the pages are patterned pages, so I want to do some more writing space for them. So what I'm doing today is I thought I'd make a couple of little notepads, one for each side. And I've got I've just got 2 sheets of A4 size coffee dyed paper, which I've torn in half, put them together, and I'm going to fold them up and make a simple little booklet out of them, like that. I've got a bone folder somewhere. And I'm also going to put a little cover on each one. So I've got some scrapbook paper here. This is from Birdsong by Graphic 45, which I've had for ages and not got round to using, so I thought, well, it's about time I used it. And I'm just going to quickly check this is the size that I want. Yeah, so move some of these things out the way. No matter how well I organise my desk, it always ends up with no space on it. And I have to tidy it up every night, otherwise I just don't want to come in the morning and do anything. Yeah, I also did a little video of my she shed in the garden, where I like to escape to. But once again, it wasn't to be. I already had a bad weekend as far as doing anything really. Everything I touched went wrong, so in the end I decided no, walk away from it and come back another day and do it. I think that's the only thing you can do, otherwise you just drive yourself mad if things just keep going wrong. So let's throw that out. So yeah, so I've already measured this to size, and I've done it. I think it was so let's check again. It's 16 centimetres wide, and I'm doing it to, let's find the mark. Sorry about this. just over 22 centimetres, well 22 would be fine, 22 centimetres long, and that just gives it a small edging round it, round the papers. I'm just going to cut this to the length that I want. I'll find where I marked it. There it is. I mark things and then I can't find where I've marked them. But I think, I haven't made up my mind completely yet, but I think my next project might be, I've got an altered book, and I know I said start to finish, but all I've done is torn pages out and turned over some of the pages and made pockets. That's as far as I've got with it. So it is basically almost at the beginning again. So I may well do that. I'm rather fancy with doing another altered book. I haven't done one for a while. I'm not absolutely certain what the theme will be. It'll probably be floral, some retype theme. But as I say, in the meantime and in between doing that, I intend to work on some of these projects that have been hanging around and perhaps get some of them finished. And that can go in there, like that. As I say, it just gives us a little bit of a border around the edges. And what I thought would be nice is I'm going to stitch this. If I just find the centre and get it where I want it. I don't really think I need to punch holes in it or push holes in it. I think if I just clip it in place it should be okay, because it's not as if it's a large thing. Excuse me a minute, I've just knocked one of my clips on the floor, I think. No, I haven't, no. Knocked something else on the floor instead. But yeah, the weekend as far as crafting was a complete write-off. I'd got a dish that I made that was dried out, ready to go into the kiln with some others, and when I had a close look at it, it was a hand-built dish, which was made from a rolled piece of slab of clay. And when I looked at it, there was looked like a very slight hairline crack. But I don't know. I've put it in the kiln anyway with the rest, which is firing today, and I'll just have to wait and see what happens, really. Right, I'm just gonna do the centre by eye. Make sure it's nice and wide because I've got to go back through it. I'm just going to see if I can come at the top. Oh, perhaps I should have made the holes. That'll teach me to be lazy, won't it? Let's see if that will do. Let's see if I can get back through the centre without splitting the thread. Ooh. Yep, looks like I've done that. Not split the thread, but got back through without splitting it. I'm just going to tighten that up. there. Now I've left quite a long thread because I'm thinking of putting a charm of some kind on it, or something, maybe some beads. I don't know. Get an extra one for luck. Try and give it an extra one for luck. Deal thumbs today as usual. Yeah, but the only thing that went right the weekend was doing some gardening. I had some plants to put in. And so I planted up 3 little wall hanger things. They're very little tiny ones. They're really nice. They're terracotta ones. I got them from a charity shop for 50p each, which I was well pleased with. And they're actually hanging on the fence down the side of the garden. And all the spare plants that I had left over from those, because they were all hanging plants, I put some in a plant pot and put it in one of those ornamental bird cages, which is by the tree outside my she shed. And the others I put into a pot and put up on the wall of the veranda. So, and they've all taken nicely. And I also planted a couple of gooseberries. I've got one, but I needed some more, so I put another couple of gooseberries in. Dug out a small fruit bed next to the others, and extended the fruit bed. Put those in. What else did I do? Oh, I had some plants to put in a large tub. Had a large tub with some scabious. I think that's how you say it. It doesn't sound very nice, does it? Scabious plants in it, and they'd all grown just on one side of this big tub, so I bought some more to put in the other side. But yeah, all those have taken, and that all went well. Did have a bit of a disaster. Found the plum tree where we'd netted it to keep the birds off the fruit. We had a whole infestation of black fly on it. So, of course, I've been spraying that daily and trying to get rid of those. It does seem to be working now, though. But yeah, so it was a bit of a funny weekend, really. Some good, some bad. So, anyway, there's one little booklet, goes that way. And I should probably, I'm going to put something on it later, and also I might put a few oriental stamps or decorations on the pages. But I thought they could go in pockets and it'll give more space. And I've got another sheet of that scrapbook paper. So I'm going to mark that out. I want it 15 centimetres. Actually, I want it from the bottom this time. Sorry if you can't see me. I'm measuring on the ruler along the bottom of my mat. Mind you, I can't see it at the moment. That didn't look right for a minute there. I think it is, but just 16. That's why it didn't look right. What did I say? 20. I've got a headlock to see if I really have. I never remember anything. 22, didn't I? That's right. a bit difficult with this sort of paper because you've got little marks all over it really. Make sure that's right. Yeah, that is one. Fold that. And I've got the other papers here, so once again, 2 whole sheets of A4 coffee dye torn in half, put together, and then just simply folded over. Just make a little booklet. It's really good to be getting on with things again at last, and first of all, I tend to think, oh, do I really want to go back on something that I worked on ages ago? And I'm a bit reluctant, but once I get going on it, the ideas start flooding in again. But at first, it really seems as if, oh no, I'm never going to think of anything for that. When you've been doing something else, it's difficult to get back into the flow of another one. Excuse me, I'm going to put my light on. I hope you've been able to see up to now. I just realised it's off when I tried to do this. I've got a needle thread, but too lazy to go and find it. Hold it up to the light, excuse me. No, that's not going to work. Dear me. Oh, the joys of getting old. Your eyesight goes, everything goes. That's done it. Once again, I'm just going to chance it and stab it in there. Now, which way up did this go? There is a way up there. I've no idea what the letters are, what it says or anything, but yeah, I think it goes up that way. Well, it does now. Centre. If you can hear a strange noise in the background, it's my partner's in the garage drilling or something, working on his bikes. Let's see if I can do it a bit better this time. Yeah, the dog's barking. I don't know if she's heard. She's probably heard me talking or something rattling about out here. Well, that's not so bad this time. Nearly got it in the right place. Just going to take it in there. do like a turquoisey blue one to go with a lot of the turquoise and blue that's in there, and of course there's a blue side, and a red one to go with the red side. And this embroidery thread is nice and sort of silky looking. Centre as well as I did last time. I just want to pull that a bit longer. That's it. Yeah. Tighten them up. That's it. As I say, I'm leaving them long for now till I decide exactly what I'm going to do with them. And these will just see how they go into a pocket, I suppose. And go in like that. Or if I can find an upright pocket. Just so there aren't many in that side. I know there's a couple in this side. But I just thought it'll just give it a bit more writing space. I intend to add other things as well, of course. There we are. They go quite nicely in there. And there's one for each side. I haven't duplicated everything one for each side, but quite a lot of it is. It's not identical, but it's in the same vein, so to speak. I'm just going to stamp a couple of little bits on the pages in red. And I can find my stamp in my ever untidy craft room, or my ever untidy desk anyway. I found the stamp, just got to find the ink pad now. That shouldn't be too difficult, should it? So when we're talking about my craft room, I wonder if this is the one I was using. I think it is, but I'm not so. Excuse me, I'm just having a quick look to see if I've got any other reds here, because if I haven't, then that must be the one I was using. I think it is. That should be alright. Then the stamps. I've got a few sets of Oriental stamps, and once again, I don't know if you can still get them. There's another couple of sets, but these are the ones I'm using at the moment. As you can see, they're by Kanban Crafts, but I bought them years ago for card making and that, so once again, I don't know if they still do them, and there's no serial number on there at all to let you know. No, that's just a phone number, address, and I don't honestly know if Kanban are still going, but once again, you can always look on eBay. You may be able to find some on there if they've been discontinued. But yeah, I've never really used them much, and I never thought they'd come in handy, but once again, what we've used for card making, that transfers really nicely to journal making. It's handy. I'm glad I kept hold. I got rid of so much card making stuff, it was ridiculous, but yeah, I did keep a few bits on. And they're, well, it's a bit crooked, they're coming in handy. And it's nice to get the use out of my stamps and punches again. I haven't used them for ages. So I just want to let the ink transfer through, especially this distress ink. That's it, that looks quite nice. I'll do another one a bit further in. Let's just do, take some of the plainness off the pages. Once again, I'm not sure if this is up the right way or upside down. I don't read Japanese. And perhaps one of those back here. But yeah, there's something really nice about using your old materials and supplies that you haven't used for ages. It's just a lovely feeling, isn't it, using what you've already got. I don't think I've bought anything brand new, apart from the fabric. That's the only thing I've actually had to buy for this journal, but then I bought a pack so there's enough for others if I need it. And perhaps something in the middle, but not sure what I want there. Got any other stamps to hand I've been using? Don't really know if I want the lantern or not, although what might be quite nice is perhaps a little bit of, trying to clean it off because I used it the other day for black ink. I'm wondering if I've got I have, excuse my reach across the camera, perhaps a bit of turquoise. And these little lanterns. I find with this distress ink, rubbing it on seems to work better than tapping it on, because it's pretty hit and miss anyway, isn't it? Because it's obviously it's distress ink. But let's just see if this works. I think I'll pop him down here. Now I may still get a little bit of black on this, but hopefully not too much. Excuse my dog barking. There was a car or something going by that she didn't like the sound of. So that's lovely. I like that actually. I do like that. It's a lovely colour. Right. Do something else small in the middle of it. Just give it a bit of accent. What have I got? I don't know how taken that one out. I'm not sure what that is. Probably sitting somewhere on one of these stamp pads, but sorry, I'm muttering, aren't I? Sorry. You get a bit lost in your own thoughts, don't you? I've found it. And you forget that you're talking on camera. That's it. I'm just going to put a little turquoise disc up here. That's it. And on the outside, so find a picture to put on it. Let's have a look. Excuse me rooting around. Looking for something suitable to pop on the front. That's quite nice. Up there, I think. Yeah, I'm going to put that on, I think. First one, I'm just going to go around the edges a little bit with some red ink, just to give it a bit more colour. And I think also I'm going to put one of these little stamps on it in red as well. I think it'll look quite nice up in the corner. That's it, just makes it look a bit more decorative. I just need some glue. I'm going to use the art glitter glue, I think, because it's only thin paper. Not very good at doing a straight line, I'm afraid. But as long as it sticks on, that's the main thing, isn't it? So that should do it. Make sure this is the right way. It is. I think up there, then it leaves that bottom corner free if I want to add something there. Just do this by eye. Nearly wiped it over with the wet wipe. That would have been a disaster. There we go. And that's it, and I think that'll make a nice little notepad to go inside. And what I'll do is I'll finish the other one off camera to correspond to this one. And the next thing I'll be working on is some more pockets, and possibly maybe some larger sheets of writing paper decorated up. But yeah, I'm thinking of using some of these. I've already backed these, and I didn't know whether to use them for journaling cards or whether to use them for pockets. I think I'll use a couple for pockets and a couple for journal cards. But anyway, I should do, as I say, I should carry on with this off camera, and I'll be back soon to show you what else I've done to it and what else I'm doing to it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and have a good day. Take care, everybody, and yeah, if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated. It's only a new channel, so I'm just getting it going. So thank you very much for joining me. It's been lovely having you here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.